but other than that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some nationalist dude, like.
I love it. The irony too for how much like LeBron likes to say he's outspoken for, fucking freedom and civil rights and.
Right. Yeah, that's
the thing. It's like you can't be complaining too much about police brutality here in America when like you're gonna fucking bite your lip and do that about the whole Chinese government. Like, do you see that news story that one of the head organizers of the Hong Kong protests was just beaten by 4 people with hammers in the head?
Jesus.
What happened? Who was being hammered again? What?
Some one of the organizers for the Hong Kong protests, like a car full with 4 dudes got out. They all got out with hammers and just cracked his head.
Wow. This is in China?
I don't know if he's dead or not, but
is this in China?
Hong Kong.
Oh, well, that wasn't. I'm not sure.
The thing is, though, it's like, imagine how hard to be, even for as much you believe in the cause, to try to be a leader in those things. It's like, fucking China can just figure your location out based on your phone, and like you're trying to organize or tell people, say, here, it's like, it's not going to be too hard for them to figure out who's calling some of the shots or telling where people should go.
Right.
All they got, then it's like, boom, all of a sudden a car full of fucking jackasses with hammers comes out. What are you going to do? You're going to fucking die. Oh, shit. They sent the jackasses with hammers after me.
I mean,
I'm fucked.
Yeah, that's their strategy. They know what the fuck they're doing.
Right. Yeah, they've been doing it a lot longer than we have.
Right?
Hold on a second here. Wait a few minutes. Fuck, I don't even know what's sexy. Ashtray's what sexy is.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell is that?
That's your what sexy ashtray is? LeBron James licking China's boot?
Yeah, well, the memes that are coming out now. I should say memes of LeBron James.
Boot.
The memes?
The memes.
I don't fucking know, man. I'm just pissed off at everything today.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah.
Oh, Scoozy.
Scoozy.
All right. I got it.
Boom.
Are you listening to the Cars?
No, I just spewing some random.
Is that who that is? I saw you standing here, wasting all your time. Dun, dun. That's just what I need. Just what I needed. I needed someone to cream.
Now Tuesday.
Hold on, I'm just getting a link for this trailer here. For this old trailer.
The new LeBron's just dropped, and it's a Nike symbol with a fucking sickle and hammer.
That's funny.
That's funny as shit, dog.
Clever.
Oh man.
All right. You quote the movie Babe a lot, Oracle.
I've never
Clever
seen Babe.
girl.
That's from
That's from
fucking
Babe?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also in Babe.
Is it in Babe?
Yeah.
I've never seen Babe.
The only thing I think of Babe is that'll do, pig.
Yeah,
When he gets out. Oh, what a clever girl. The old man.
oh,
Says about
Same
Babe.
one that says that'll do big. Yeah.
I thought Babe was a boy. Do they ever really say the
Babe.
gender of Babe?
Girl. I don't know. Anyway, are we ready?
Maybe. Babe's androgynous.
mhm.
Are we doing this live?
Doing
We're
it.
doing it
We're
live.
Doing it live. I think, I don't know.
We are.
In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss telemarketing. We plan a raid on a sorority for some panties, and as usual, Ashtray makes it weird. With me this week is the fluffy teddy bear. The only type of fishing Teddy does is dynamite fishing. It's where he systematically ruins dozens of women's lives at once. Sometimes he uses fake pictures of them cheating. Sometimes a gay hooker to entice their closeted husbands. Sometimes just good old blackmail. Whatever the method, they become so distraught that they run to the only man that will listen, their friendly neighborhood bartender. He then fucks the shit out of them and leaves them broken bow-legged.
Thanks for telling my
No?
secret, Dick.
Yeah, well. Next to him is the all-seeing Oracle. Oracle doesn't fish. He does, however, scuba dive. You know, the Society for the Creation of Undulating Bison Assholes. That has nothing to do with fishing. Just thought everyone should know the type of crazy shit we have to deal with here.
This is our uniform.
We also have an ill Ashtray. Ashtray used to use a company to telemarket his MyLights. He was really cheap about it, though, and got the Asian company. And people kept hanging up after they kept trying to sell people my rights. Probably thought it was some political thing. Last and least, I'm the mystic.
I'm not
The only
racist.
fishing I'm ever involved in is when the restaurant drags me out with a net after I've eaten my 12th order of fried cod. Hey, it
Right.
said all you can eat, motherfuckers. I demand some service. And this is the Red
Who
Eye
can
Report.
eat that much cod? God
Drag me
damn.
back to the
That's too much whitefish, bro. I can't eat that much cod.
You've obviously never been to a fucking Wisconsin fish fry.
No, bro, we fry catfish, man.
Do you think they've ever had
We
an
fried
eating
catfish.
contest with fish?
Of course they have.
Oh,
people try to
yeah.
do that
Almost
either.
anything.
Oh, yeah, that would be gross, though.
When people
Oh,
start
yeah.
throwing that
shit,
shit
throwing
up.
it up.
Oh,
Yeah. Yuck.
God.
All right. Anyway, tonight we're talking about telemarketing, fishing, general overview of that. Telemarketing is the marketing with outbound phone calls or inbound phone calls. There's actually 4 different types. There's inbound phone calls where you advertise to people to call you to order something or a product. Outbound calls where it's just cold calling motherfuckers asking them to do that. And then the outbound has a subcategory, basically business to business. So it's businesses calling other businesses like, hey, I'm with ADT. I need to fucking sell you a security system.
Mm-hmm.
Or businesses to consumer. So that's the business calling somebody to buy their products, which happened to Oracle about a week ago. We have audio of that. We'll play that later.
Yep.
Um,
Thank God.
So anyway, the Federal Trade Commission. Goddamn.
Fucking FTC. I got a thing out for the FTC, man.
So-
He's so mad.
Jesus Christ, really? Shut up. Just
I'm
shut
helping.
up about the FTC. We're gonna get shut down, dude. I'm not over the open airwaves. So anyway, so the Department of Labor Statistics only tracks telemarketing as a profession. It only tracks like call centers. You know what I'm saying? So like it doesn't actually track like fucking Joe Bob
Robocalls
just
and shit.
doing it fucking shit like that. So the Department of Labor estimates that approximately 8,850 telemarketing companies exist and employ about 511,000 people.
Hmm.
This is now in America only, or is we talking? That's gotta be America only.
Well,
Yeah, it's the US.
this is a United States thing. It says telemarketing occurs in every state of the United States, as well as Puerto Rico and District of Columbia.
God damn.
So it says that the private citizen, which is a telemarketing like fucking watchdog, some shit, I don't know. There's about 148 million junk calls a day. Now just think about that.
Damn, dude. How many?
148 million junk calls a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Think of all that unnecessary data just flying around, clogging up the phone lines.
So there's about 18,000 complaints processed by the FTC in a year. But in addition to that, there are 4,000. What is this fucking? So yeah, that's about 4,000 a month that they estimate. So the companies. 2,000 plates. There it is. Well, telemarketing is. Guess how much the industry. Just guess how much this industry makes.
I'm gonna say about 100
Plenty
billion?
to stay in business.
100 million? 100 million?
Billion.
100 million. Billion. If it's a whole industry, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be in the billions.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the billions. It's an almost $500 billion a year business.
Damn.
Are you shitting me? Really?
Not kidding.
Guess what the
That
radar
thing
report's gonna start doing?
For as much as we bitch about it, it works.
Really?
Oh, it
Like,
definitely works.
They get more money than the money they spend to go through the bullshit and bother us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it just makes you wonder. It's like, whatever that small percentage of idiots who, well, I'll sit and listen. I'm bored and lonely. You're going to sell me new window blinds? Oh.
Right. So.
I mean, it was just they got all the old people that get. It's just like QVC and shit. They just.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There goes
My ex-mother-in-law was addicted to QVC.
Of that $500 billion that it is, and again, like I said, there's inbound telemarketing too, where just like QVC, you call in to order that. That's all in this lumped in here too. So,
yeah, I actually worked for
40 billion. About 40 billion of that is fraudulent. So Score cites planning as one of the where is this fucking? According to the FTC, at least several hundred telemarketing firms exist specifically to defraud people in North America.
Wow.
And that's including
fraud
and
people.
Mexico. Yeah.
Jesus
So
Christ.
credit card, loan scams, charity scams, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So, now we'll talk about the different types of fraudulent calls, which is really what I wanted to get to, because there is telemarketing and it occurs, it happens. That's how else would old people order cheese? You know what I mean? Like
Figgies.
Where the fuck are you getting your cheese from when you get older?
Oh no, I worked for a company like that.
Hell yeah.
I worked for Figgies, yeah.
Yeah. I used to give
So
away
anyway.
a bunch of free shit.
Oh yeah. So voice phishing is a form of criminal phone fraud. It's using social engineering over the telephone systems to gain access to private, personal, or financial information for the purpose of financial reward. So basically, that's where these old people get phone calls on their landlines.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, "Oh, well, your social security number is in threat of being deleted." I actually got one of these the other day.
Yeah.
So we were talking about deep fakes a few episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big thing now, and it's becoming more rampant with like old people. Like they'll fucking use somebody that these old people see in commercials all the time, like fucking Wilford Brimley or something.
God
yeah.
Oh man.
They'll call up and be like, fucking, "Hey, this is Wilford Brimley. I'd like you to donate fucking, you know what I mean?
Some of my diabetes."
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
my
yeah.
god.
Yeah. So they use
That's fucked up.
they also use fucking caller ID spoofing to make it seem like it's coming from somewhere near you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
state,
dude, that is
yeah.
rampant,
Oh my
man.
God.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
call what do they call it? Neighbor calling.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Right. And actually, an example of this is we had this editor that works where I work, and she was just a dum-dum. Like, I don't understand
Just
how she got through college. She was pretty stupid. She did a lot of dumb shit. And the last thing that she told us that was the funniest shit, she was applying for jobs. She was moving to Cincinnati because that's where her fiance was from, and they were moving back there. She was applying for jobs and shit, and she saw some job on Craigslist. And they're like, yeah, we're going to hire you. We just need all your information. She literally gave them like her social security number and all kinds of shit over the internet. Yeah, she just sent it to them. How fucking stupid can you be?
Dude, my mother, dude, it was my mother-in-law. She was she gave out a credit card information in the middle of an airport.
Damn.
What?
Like, over the phone, like Matt missed a flight or whatever, so she had to reschedule another one.
Yeah.
So we were at our gate and shit. And she's like, "Okay, so my credit card number is." I'm like, "You go in the bathroom or something. Go." I'm like, "Don't do it out here."
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
So yeah, and I emails also is a big thing. It's not just voice. That's just one of them. So phishing is so there's types of phishing attacks. There's the largest form of phishing attack at 51% is a malware attack, which is we've all had.
How we got Hillary's emails.
Yeah, we've all had this happen. A hidden malware link is in a link triggers a download.
Mm-hmm.
That file then holds your shit for hostage. Basically, it holds the device hostage. It could steal information, it could spy, it could do whatever.
I've never had one that's locked my shit up. I couldn't do anything.
I haven't either. I've caught them before. No, I've had one where like I just used that fucking shit that Oracle told us to use.
That shit was fucking dope, bro.
It was like,
Malwarebytes and ADW cleaner.
ADW cleaner.
And I think actually,
Malwarebytes, I stopped using that because of ADW cleaner.
Yeah, I think the same company owns both of those now, so you can get them from the same site. Just search for ADW cleaner, and you'll get it. You're welcome. Checks in the mail.
That's right, baby.
So malware attacks, those, I guess that it's not really what I want to focus on. Although they do cause a lot of fucking havoc. Credential harvesting is the next type of phishing, and it makes up about 41% of the attacks. So they impersonate trusted brands with the goal of luring their victim to reveal passwords or payment information. So I don't know about you guys, but I've gotten those emails where it's like Apple ID fraud. Somebody used your Apple ID. You must log in on this website.
I don't have one.
Those emails are credential harvesting.
Have fun with
that. Is that working phone calls too? Because I think we've been getting those phone calls where, have you ever got those phone calls where it's the electric company or somebody's like, hey, your power's gonna be cut off, or
they almost
the same thing. Yeah.
Same concept. Work.
Voice phishing. Yeah.
It's like it happens when the bosses are like not in to like take this call, and it's like,
it's been happening
I
to work
should
too.
be answering the phones, but it's like, what do you mean the power is going to be shut off? It's just like, God damn it, it's something we got to deal with. It's like, no, they're fishing.
You're right. It kind of
for a minute you're like, giving away shit.
At work, it's like I don't pay. For all I know, maybe there's like. The utilities should be on auto pay like they are for my fucking house.
You're
that's
I don't
you
want
get paid
you
by the hour.
Shut the power off. You're giving your boss's credit card information out.
Wait,
oh no, I didn't give any information over.
Did you pay? Do you get paid by the hour or salary?
I'm salary.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's why I'd be like, man, I get paid by the hour. I don't give a fuck. Shut it off.
Yeah.
I'll just sit here in the dark and wait till the end of the day.
Right. I have backup battery packs. Shut it off.
It's fine. I can see my Switch better in the dark.
Right. So okay. So extortion is the next one. That's 8%. So that's like
8% of the money is made through extortion. Is what you're saying?
8% of the attacks are extortion.
There's two things.
I'm not exactly sure what extortion phishing is. Can someone type into Google extortion phishing? Spell it with a PH, otherwise you're
Wise Oracle.
Weird sex.
Use your wisdom hood to find it.
All right, I'm looking.
I love the background, by the way. I just noticed it now.
Thanks. It's a little warm down here, but we're coping.
Dude, with that cloak on, you should have put the Death Star window behind you or something.
Travis
or the
just
Death Star
posted.
throne.
What is it?
All right.
You call family members from a phone and saying so and so is in another country. Your grandson's traveling overseas.
Yeah.
We need this much money.
Oh.
You got to buy 200 Amazon cards. It's like, at what point do you not realize, like, you're not even asking for Western Union? Isn't that the way it used to be? Send it Western Union, you can never get it back. No, now it's send me through Amazon cards. But what do they extort you? Then they have. It's like, well, I'm buying half of my household supplies now through Amazon.
Right.
I don't know. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it happens every day.
So spearfishing is the smallest one. That's 0.4%. Spearfishing is like a really targeted form of credential harvesting.
Right? It's hard to hit.
So they'll send something to someone, and just like the extortion, they'll like send you an email and be like, this person said they would pay me this amount of money to fucking, you know what I mean? Like something stupid. Yeah, I don't know how many people fall for it. So where is this? The biggest damage though comes from spearfishing, and that's $7.2 million.
Damn.
A year that people get fucking ousted out of their money. But it's only 0.4% of the attacks.
Wow,
So that
that's
shit
really
must be
effective.
high.
How does it work though? I guess
I'm
just
not
because it's
necessarily
targeted?
sure, because I think it's so targeted. They probably get a lot of information about their target ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so spearfishing, the fraudulent practice of sending emails ostensibly from a known or trusted sender in order to induce targeted individuals to reveal confidential information.
So probably like what they did for Mike Panetta's phishing of the Russians, like that was a targeted, it wasn't just a spam thing going out, willy-nilly, but like it was probably sent from an email that seemed legitimate enough that he just clicked that link or whatever and fucked himself.
Mm-hmm. Fuck that shit.
So spearfishing attackers target victims who put personal information on the internet. They might view individual profiles while scanning a social networking site. From a profile, they will be able to find a person's email address, friends list, geographic location, and any posts about new gadgets that were recently purchased. With all of this information, the attacker would be able to act as a friend or a family entity and send a convincing but fraudulent message to their target. Their messages often contain urgent explanations on why they need sensitive information. Victims are asked to open a malicious attachment or click on a link that takes them to a spoofed website where they are asked to provide passwords, account numbers. So yeah, it's basically just super targeted.
Wow.
Targeted phishing.
Mm-hmm.
You do the research ahead of time instead of just sending out mass amounts of
information. Right. It's a calculated man's con.
So yeah, malware costs about $2.4 million a year. Extortion, it's $500,000 or $5,000. That's it. And credential harvesting is $400 per account.
Damn.
That they try. Like, so I guess that means each time it's only about $400 if they try to get your credentials from you.
Or is it an average of how much money someone loses because their identity was stolen? I
don't know. This website's all fucked up anyway.
It's probably a big fucking spam.
Right.
It's spearfishing.
It's probably a spearfishing site. Yeah, you're fucked now, Mystic.
If you're talking about the $400 limit for the credentials thing, that's like credit card when they.
It's not a limit. No, it's probably an average.
It's probably an average.
So cyber attacks from 2013 to 2016 cost $5 billion. Cost businesses about $5 billion.
Damn.
It's only getting worse.
Well, yeah, you've heard some of these. They don't really tell you too many details, but these stories you hear about like hospitals and shit. where it's like their entire network all of a sudden gets infested by malware that locks everything up, and it's basically like, pay this much Bitcoin or your data's gone. And sounds like a lot of them are just kind of put in a position where it's like, well, we have to pay, you know. Sometimes it's like you wouldn't think doesn't sound like much, like $60,000 worth of Bitcoin. I mean, it's still a big chunk of money, but I guess it's easier to pay that Bitcoin than to like just lose all that data,
right?
And the liability that would cause. But
right.
I think somewhere too, like a police department or something had their whole network locked up, to where like they had to go back to the old paper method, you know, like, what's your name? What you arrested for?
Well, and we get those at work all the time. Emails like,
yeah, we get spam all the fucking time.
You guys are big targets.
Yeah, well, and it's always like I remember one of them was like, oh, we've decided to buy everybody lunch tonight, so click on this link and place your order and shit. And I was like, I don't want that.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I mean?
think I've heard of those where it's like you got to get so many people, your coworkers, to join, and then you get a free meal or something. It's like,
no, it wasn't that. It was like it was supposed to be from. It said WITI, like managers or something from that. They were like impersonating the fucking.
Oh, impersonating your own. Internal email?
The company and internal somebody in the company, and it was like, click on this link to place your order for this sub that we're gonna buy you for lunch. I was like, this place ain't never bought me lunch.
Yeah, right.
Stupid hackers.
Right?
Yeah. My company doesn't like me that much.
So anyway, hey, that brings me to my question here. Anybody ever been phished, fallen for this shit?
No, I'm not that dumb.
No, I've never fallen for anything.
Or know anybody that has fallen for it? I told you my story about the coworker.
I do know my mother-in-law. She's had a credit card fucking fraud a couple times. Surprise.
My mother's definitely fallen for something that ruined the computer, but like malware, where it was like, you know, warning, your computer has a virus. You know, it's like, oh my god. And she's like, well, I said I gotta call this number and stuff. You know, and then they wanted this money, and she's like, I don't got that kind of money. You know, she's just like, what? I shouldn't have to pay for this. Basically arguing with the scammers and never gave them anything. But it's just like, Mom, of course. She's like, I could barely understand what they're saying. But they said Microsoft needed this and blah, blah, blah. It was so funny.
The hackers are just like, fuck.
Yeah. Get off. Wait for the next old lady.
I think the weirdest call I got was some Indian chick telling me I got all these viruses on my computer. And she wanted me to give her remote control of my laptop. And I was like, you're fucking retarded. It's not going to happen.
That's funny. Yeah, I actually, one of the things that I do is I teach digital literacy to people that don't know fucking shit about computers. So,
I bet you learned a few ways that you have to myths you have to dispose for them.
Well, not only that, but a lot of them, the reason why they come to me is because they've been fucked over by something like this, because they have absolutely no idea what they're doing on the internet, and they're fucking
they just
clicking everywhere on everything.
Click on it.
They're not looking at, they don't understand the concept of like what a fucking website is, like an address, a URL. So it's kind of a nightmare. But I'll tell you one thing that is common that I see when somebody says that their computer's fucked up. A lot of times what happens is they'll have something like McAfee bundled with their computer when they get it, and then that will expire and it'll say, oh, your protection's up. So then they get desperate and they start fucking buying shit and putting stuff on there, and that's when stuff goes bad. And then I tell them, I'm like, hey, you're running Windows, you can use Windows Defender unless if there's serious, a problem. Then you can use
or
something
it's
like
a lot of times they get those free, like, it's a lot of those are get this PC cleaner, PC speed up. It's like, your computer's running slow. Oh God, better speed it up.
Your computer runs super slow.
Yep.
It's a free download. Oh, right, it's free download. Whoa, yeah, now we're really slowing your computer down.
And it gets bundled
the premium
with
version.
Right, gets bundled with a bunch of bullshit on there. And that's kind of, I mean, their computers are just so fucking bogged down with that shit. That's like the biggest thing that I see a lot.
My mom's computer was like that, and I used that ADW cleaner on it one time. I remember. I was just like, "Mom, stop clicking on shit."
Right?
To go on Facebook and play all those fucking Facebook games.
Yeah,
you know? Like those little, like,
they don't know the difference. They don't know that it's an ad.
Well, if it's on Facebook, it's okay.
Oh, I just wanted to see what kind of potato I was, sweetheart. I took the quiz.
You know, and that's exactly who they're targeting. That's who they want to get.
Dumb old people.
People that don't know the language and the customs
dumb,
of the internet.
To it, yeah.
Illiterate, yes.
Right, they don't know.
They're not all dumb.
Yeah. Because
it's fine, they're not dumb.
I mean, think about it. It's pretty fucking easy.
They're not dumb. They're illiterate.
Right. It's
they're not
pretty
illiterate either. They're ignorant.
It's pretty easy to fuck up on the internet if you just click on the one link.
Well, especially if you're, even like 15, 20 years older than us, like you didn't have to learn computers until you had to for work because work started bringing computers in, but you didn't have even like, at least we got the internet when we were in high school.
Right.
See, that's the thing. Like I'm only 5 years older than you guys. Well, not even for Teddy, like 3 for him. But I don't remember having.
Yeah, you probably didn't have the internet in high school.
In high school, no, I didn't.
And our school was small enough that it was one of the earlier ones that had internet, where there were still some schools around that didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like throw you in a fucking game of Minecraft or something, see how you fare. You know, just the generational fucking babies can use that shit now. I go in there and I'm just like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Right? Why do people love this stupid
shit? I was watching my daughter navigate the internet, and I was just like, God damn. She's like fucking faster at it. She's 9. She's 9, and she's just fucking tearing shit up on this tablet. Like they code. My fucking 13-year-old codes shit. It's like just a thing they teach them. Yeah, they just teach them JavaScript and shit.
That's cool.
It is, but it's like, holy fuck! It makes me feel inadequate as fuck. I'm like,
we're
I'm like,
totally
what?
Fucked.
I still type www in front of shit. Like that's how old I am.
Right.
That. But I do for some goddamn fucking reason.
Right.
Everything. I don't know why.
Yeah. Man,
like
just
habitual.
I mean, just wait until things are like augmented reality and shit like that.
Right, exactly. Till they have implants and shit, and they're like,
that might be. What's the spam going to be like with neural net and shit? Neural mods.
Well,
it's that VCR effect.
With that 5G shit, everything's going to be so fucking connected.
Right.
So super
How
fast.
easy is it going to be to fucking advertise to people or fish?
I wonder how they're going to do it in the country, though, because, they say it doesn't have a very good range.
Yeah.
In the country, I live in a city.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Move to
like
Milwaukee.
we've been doing. They don't need high-speed
move to
internet.
Milwaukee and risk getting stabbed.
Yeah, my buddy who's an
5G,
high school art teacher, he lives in Door County. They have to get internet through a satellite.
Oh,
and it's
dude,
like
that shit sucks so bad.
It's
they still have that shit. They still have it. You can't get cable up where Oracle's from.
Oh, dude, my parents have fucking DSL.
Yeah,
it's
my mom finally
got
DSL.
That's the biggest thing is DSL.
They have high-speed internet, and it's so unlikely that they have it. And I have a theory why they have it, because growing up we had slow fucking internet, and I'm trying to play Quake online and shit, and I would send letters to the fucking ISP like monthly begging for faster internet. And I wonder if they finally had the infrastructure in there. Some guy that's been there for like 20 years, he's like, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna put a fucking
Well, you know, I
line
wondered
out
the
there.
same
Right
thing
next to
because
his
my
house.
mom got DSL, and our house is good 7 miles, 8 miles outside of town. So all we do have is a telephone line, and I wondered, like, how the hell did they? It must just be an advancement in the DSL
Well,
technology.
they need a
finally got out there.
substation because my parents are
Oh,
30
substation.
miles outside of any type of civilization. So yeah, but
They have
it must be an
hubs.
advance.
DSL has hubs.
Yeah.
So the closer you are to the hub, the faster it'll be too.
Right.
Okay.
Unlike cable, which would be fast everywhere, but it gets bogged down
Well,
with how many people.
And it
on
sounds
at
like
once.
5G is gonna, like, it may make fiber optic, you know, inferior, or like it'll be just as fast.
I don't
It'll
know.
be just as fast.
And it's
I'm
just it'll
skeptical of
it'll
that
wait.
shit, though.
I'm not. I'm
You're scared
skeptical
about it?
about
Why are people
getting
scared?
cancer.
I'm not scared of it. Even to this day, I wire all of my devices with
connections.
the internet because it's so much faster. And you would
Even
think,
your phone and your tablet.
Well, not your phone
well, not my
and
phone and
tablet.
my computer, all my
yeah.
computers, all my
Of course.
consoles.
I still
wire
do
them up.
it.
My laptop.
Well, I use my console Wi-Fi, my Xbox.
It's so
Fine.
much faster.
My Xbox is plugged hard in, hard line.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Because
about
of
putting
that
a repeater in upstairs so my Xbox and games have a better shit. Because I have to keep my router downstairs because that's the only way it reaches my Ring doorbell.
Drill a hole in the floor.
Yeah,
man.
drill
Run
a hole,
cord.
dude.
Like
Yeah.
back in the day.
Your house.
Fuck
Fucking
you.
You
crimp
want
that
cable in the
shit, dude.
basement.
We're running through your airplane. But now the 5G, like, it just sounds like the amount
And
of
we are
data.
way off topic, by the way.
Yeah, we're at 37. Anyway.
Oh, we're talking about.
So I
that's
got
that
me a new
NyQuil.
mower for the yard.
That's that NyQuil, man. NyQuil and pocket. All right, now we're moving on to the What Sexy section of the show. This is where we tell you what's sexy, and you listen. Teddy, Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age.
Yeah, fine. I've been playing it during the show. Fucking, I hadn't really been paying attention. I apologize. The game's awesome. It holds up great. So at
Don't
Final Fantasy 12,
apologize.
Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age, came out for the PlayStation 2 originally. It was right before they went to 13 and the MMORPG PC game that became real popular. The game was awesome, and they came out with a version of it for the Switch. The game takes place in a land that the old. Have y'all ever played Final Fantasy Tactics? Or heard of it? I know Oracle probably has.
I've heard of it. I don't think I ever played
Final
it.
Fantasy.
Okay, well, the game
Full
takes place
stop.
in the same land. In this version, you can choose jobs for them, just like the old Final Fantasy games. So you can like better customize your characters. The game holds up great. It was like $60, and they dropped it down to like 30. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. So if you're a fan of the old Final Fantasy games, it's kind of they redid the license boards. The graphics still hold up. It looks great on the Switch. It plays awesome.
Nintendo are fucking masters. Is that Nintendo that made that?
No, it was made by Square
Squaresoft?
Enix, but
Or Square.
yeah, Squaresoft at the time, yeah. But now they put a version of it on the Switch, and it's fucking
People are
awesome.
Masters.
And they fixed
getting your money
two of the
one way
main
or
problems
another.
with Final Fantasy. One of the main things they you can fast forward the walking. It doesn't fuck up the music, which you can walk super fast in this game. It's pretty awesome. And the second thing is it saves every time you go into a door. So a lot of times in Final Fantasy, you'll be on your last leg and you don't have any potions. You just want to make it to a save point without any animals or any fights. And like anytime you go through a door, it saves automatically. So it's pretty cool.
Now, is this this is a new Final Fantasy, or is this a remake of one of the?
No, this is one that came out. This came out like 94. I'm sorry, like 2000 and
Oh, so it's just like a remaster then of it,
yeah,
or is it just
remaster,
on Switch or something?
just a remaster on the Switch.
Yeah. See, I haven't played a Final Fantasy since 7. It's like
a
I'm
way to get
I'm
people's
too
money.
old.
But
It takes a lot of fucking time. RPG games.
They're
It does.
making
never played a
a
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy
Ever.
7 remake.
Pretty
Yep.
proud of that too.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yep. Yeah. I ain't got time for that.
Right? Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Or
Give me
Pop
an
Socket.
hour of shooting people.
Pop socket. Bring it out. Pop sockets unite.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ah,
Yeah.
All right. Look at that shit. So you can get your pop socket if you go on Amazon and search for Red Eye Report on Amazon, and it's like, I don't know, a couple searches or a couple results down.
What it looks like, man.
It's
Red Eye Report pop socket,
$15, and
$15, little man.
Made on demand.
I was skeptical as to how I would like this, and actually I like it a lot. It's good for, of course, propping your shit up so you can watch shows, but it's also really good to fucking hold on to your phone when you're doing things.
Like pissing in the urinal and you don't drop it in there? Yeah.
Right.
But I like.
Why do you have to look at your phone while you're pissing? I mean,
why?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't until smartphones you realize how boring the bathroom was until you forget to bring it in with you.
Take a piss, dude.
You could piss in under a minute. 1 minute.
My God.
Fucking 2
That's fine.
What the hell are you watching?
Perfect time to heckle you guys. That's where you're like, do you ever work? It's like, well, I'm pissing. I'm going to send you some.
You go and piss and type your shit. Now you got piss all over your phone.
No, because I got a pop socket.
There's piss particles flying around.
Oh, you're a piss particle.
I don't even like going to the bathroom with my phone.
I got shit particles all over those.
Hey, Teddy, Travis says that we need a review of the Switch Lite.
Yeah.
Go tell Travis to go spend the $300 to do his goddamn self.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Wow.
Damn, well, that's some harsh words for our number one fan.
Yeah, Teddy, give us reviews, man.
Yeah,
that's
come
what
on,
I'm not gonna buy a Switch Lite. I like the Switch like I have.
Oh, you don't have one? We thought you had one.
No, I got the. No, I got the updated one with the battery.
Oh, okay.
The updated battery and screen. Yeah.
Now the light doesn't plug into the TV, right?
It does not, and these don't come off on the light.
Oh, okay.
It's for somebody who wants a strictly handheld console.
Mm.
So it's they purely mobile.
Yeah, I use mine strictly as a handheld, but I like to take. I've got different controllers and stuff with it. So,
all right, we're moving on to The Irishman. I don't know if I talked about this before. If I have, it's a movie. I have a link in there.
Yep.
By Martin Scorsese. It's a Netflix original. It's got Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Al Pacino. I think it's got Ray Romano.
Oh yeah.
Other people in it. Huh. Anyway, it's about the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa. Basically.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure there's some liberties with what actually happened here.
Yeah.
Right.
There was a movie, John Goodman was him, I think, 90s maybe?
But it's going to be, obviously it's going to be a good movie. It looks fucking good.
And this is on Netflix?
Yeah, it's going to be a Netflix original.
When's it come out?
I don't know. Not sure. Does it say?
Sure, it probably says in the description. Somewhere.
Nice.
Looks pretty fucking badass, though.
Shit, I got to switch over my tab.
Actually, I don't know if it does say when it's going to come out. Trailer came out pretty recently.
Yeah, it doesn't really say.
Netflix, November 27th.
Oh, okay. Word.
Oh.
I'll
Around
definitely
Thanksgiving
check
time?
that shit out.
When is Thanksgiving this year?
I don't even know.
End of the month.
Final Thursday in November?
There's a 21st, and then there's a 28th. Thursday. Isn't this a third? I thought it was the third Thursday of November.
It was a fourth. I thought it was the fourth Thursday.
Yeah, I think it's the last one.
All right, 28th then. When did you say it's coming out? November what?
27th.
Right before Thanksgiving. That'd be a great time when you're digesting turkey to lay back and watch.
Yeah, great time. Watch a mob movie with the family.
I would.
Hey, you guys want to eat a bunch of fucking
mushrooms?
Eat a bunch of turkey.
Yeah,
mushrooms.
Find out what happened.
Anyway, right on.
Everybody loves my
now
stuff.
We're moving on to Ashtray. Memes of LeBron James licking China's boot.
Memes.
I know they're called.
I put a link in there. I
He's
just
like,
love
I
the
know what they are.
LeBron James stepping in it by what was his comment? Was something like, "Oh, he just wasn't educated about what's going on."
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you, motherfucker. So it's like them photoshopping his head on Mao's portrait, and my favorite was the new LeBron's dropped, and it's like this Nike shoe, and then across the swoosh they have hammer. That's pretty fucking funny.
I'm pretty sure LeBron's not educated on what traveling is. He does that shit a lot.
Yeah.
Well, everybody does it a lot. That whole step back shit that everybody does in the
I know.
Let them slide on that so much. But yeah, it's
Giannis does it constantly, and then
or this one showing where it's like his tweet from 2018. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter.
Oh my God.
Thank you, MLK 50.
Way to step in it.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, dude, he just should have kept his mouth shut.
You just should have shut the fuck up, bro.
Like, I get it. It's a fucking stupid tightrope with a lot of money on the line. But like, unless you want to die on that sword, like, just shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but why? Why does he give a fuck?
I don't know why he's licking the boot for China, but it just.
I mean, he's not an NBA spokesperson. He's just a player.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm sure if he were to do the opposite, if he were to say, like, yeah, I fully support Hong Kong, well, like, fucking China would be pissed.
Yeah. And?
Because the NBA's trying not to make them anywhere pissed so they can keep making money off China.
I get that part, but why does LeBron James give a fuck if the NBA makes money off of China?
Because LeBron James makes money through China.
Man, they aren't buying legit jerseys over there. They're fucking.
No, I'm not saying they don't buy legit jerseys, but I'm sure, like, a good chunk of that money, it is a part of the money he gets paid too. Like,
I guess I'm more blaming LeBron for being a sellout.
It is a sellout.
Yeah, that's a sellout.
That's a total.
Because the dude already makes fucking, an ungodly amount of money.
Right.
Yeah.
Just sell some less jerseys, man.
Right. It's like, unless he was like, was he put up for it? Or, put up to make this comment by someone? Here's another fucking
probably the
bonus.
NBA.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if LeBron James can calm this down, right? It's LeBron. He'll make a comment, quiet it right down. Yeah, instead it just makes him look like a fucking bootlicker. Anyways.
Word. All right.
Yeah.
Now we're moving on to the fuck what you think. This is where you tell you to go fuck yourself. I'm sick of every day being a day of something. Like today is, fucking whatever
like
day.
Donut day,
like
or
Acorn Day or some shit.
Okay, so what is the official day?
Denny's Appreciation.
Oh, today I thought was Boss's Day. That's what blew my mind. And I know Boss's Day has been around for a long time, but why the fuck am I buying my boss something? Fuck him.
Yeah. Right?
You know what I mean?
Nothing without my work.
So today's National Fossil Day.
See?
Yes.
What?
Oh, actually,
Right?
hold on. Holy
Fossils
shit.
don't know what day it is.
Okay, so wait, that was just the first one. So today is National Fossil Day, National Take Your Parents to Lunch Day, Department Store Day, National Bosses Day, Global Cat Day, National Liquor Day, Broad Day, Hagfish Day, Support Your Local Chamber of Commerce Day, Medical
What
Assistance
the
Recognition Day, and National Sports Day.
That's all today?
There's some of those got to be like fucking. They have a day. There's a cat day every month. It seems like.
When is their National Blowjob Day? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wait, National Liquor Day. Today is the day that Jim Leahy died. The actor that played him, John Dunsworth.
He died on actual National Liquor Day?
He died today, 2 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Or this is Liqueur Day.
What the hell's that?
That's
He
the
loved the
fucking
liqueur.
Wisconsin?
girly drink.
Liqueur. Okay.
That's what he was drinking when he was riding the pocket in season 8. When he was drunk enough to have fun doing it, but sober enough to, or no, I forgot what he said. Sober enough to know what I'm doing, but drunk enough to really enjoy it. That's what he said. Riding the pocket. That's Ashtray right there. Functional alcoholism.
Oh, I know. It's
Anyway.
it's a cursed double-edged sword.
Ashtray. Contractor
Yay.
shares video.
The
All that.
Yeah, so have you seen the video of the collapse in
No.
New Orleans of the Hard Rock Hotel?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for that update. Well,
Yeah, so apparently 2 days just came out that 2 days before the collapse, this contractor shared this video in Spanish calling out what the excuse me. It's just like, look at this. It's kind of hard to see here. There's like a really grainy picture, but you can see this support beam and look how buckled it is. So with these concrete floors, they were having, so as they get dry and they're, supposed to be set, those support beams get removed, but it was getting to where the more you remove, the more load was getting pressed onto the remaining support beams to where they were starting to buckle them and they couldn't actually even get them out. Like, that's a bad sign.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, this contractor was just like, this shit looks bad, like shared video of it on Facebook.
Now I can see that. Holy shit.
And they, it's just like, it's that, and there's like, look, Papo, the best engineering. So they also, I mean, of course, everybody's, wondering what it is, of course, right away, like, what the fuck happened here? And there's also this, everybody's like, oh, there's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking going on. That's what it's saying. Yeah, a lot of people trying to flex their engineering muscles because this happened. Some guys say, and it's like, so all these top dog experts are like, oh, just hold your phone now. These people who are real experts, they don't live on Facebook for a living. They do this thing for a living. And I think we just got to stop, wait, and follow their advice. It's like, of course, anybody who might be liable says that. I guess they also did. They just had a shit ton of supply, like fucking equipment. And they also had one of those heavy lift, jacks. Mm-hmm. Where those boom lifts, where it's like a little fucking tank with a big arm, up on the top floor. That's one thing they think it may have that if that thing fell through one floor, just that initial shock with how overloaded those floors were, it just would have been a cascading. That's like when people are like, there's no way the world's World Trade Centers would have just like keep collapsing. It's like, well, I mean, you got a lot of weight and the structure's already weakened. Shit keeps falling.
Yeah, gravity's a bitch.
Yeah, right? Oh, don't melt steel. Oh, it might make it fucking weak. Dumb shit. Anyways, fuck what you think.
Word. Teddy, bullshit cops find after killing someone.
All right, so for some reason, after the cops kill somebody, they always find some shit, which doesn't matter to the point of what happened. As you probably heard about 4 days ago, a chick was shot in her own house by a cop who didn't identify himself, just popped through the window. The video's fucked up. But after all this shit, the first thing they say is there was a gun in the house. They didn't say where in the house the gun was. They just said she had a gun in the house. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why does that fucking matter? How does that make it? I mean, how does it make it better? I just think
it's a new piece of information. Well, it's now come out that she had the gun in her hands. Like, she got the gun because she didn't know who was outside.
Oh, yeah. There you go. He should
it's like, this way you can't have... It sounds like they're saying, too, a lot of it is like rookies training rookies. Like, oh, I'm a cop who's been on the force for 3 years. Let me show you, rookie, how it goes. It's just like... they're also trained to just react at any sort of thing. Like, oh, someone with a gun, kill him. Don't dare announce who you are.
So, did this guy have like any type of search warrant or anything? Or
no, they were responding to a welfare
They were responding to it. It was a call to a emergency number about a status check at a house because the front door was open, and the reason why the front door was open but the screen door was closed because it was one of the nicest. It was like a first nice night, and
what the fuck?
And and then
so they're just airing out the house.
Yeah, they're in out the house and shit. So fucking
so
cops
then the dude
fucking
shows up and fucking shoots her.
He goes out. He goes
footage.
Yeah, they
right
go
away.
around the side and shit. They go around the side.
He just says like, "Put your hands up."
Somebody in the window. He says, "Put your hands up," and then he fucking shoots. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been fired and charged with murder now.
Wow, man.
But yeah, it's like when you have people like that are that jumpy. Well, they still arrested him.
Wow.
Oh yeah, but he's in jail for murder now. Yeah. He bonded out, but his bond was I think $200,000, but he ended up bonded out.
Well, just think, even 20 years ago, how often shit like that happened, and you wouldn't, or you might hear about it, but it wouldn't become like holy shit, like the ability of just even, that's why people are like, oh, police department's just so racist and violent. It's like they've always been racist and violent. They were just able to get away with it, you dumb idiots, because now they have to actually reflect upon themselves with dash cams and body cams. Like their behavior can be called back, and it's a good thing.
Yeah,
but I think a lot of people get too like they think
not when they all keep getting off.
Oh no, obviously they're not all getting off. But think of like this cop who was off duty. Think how easily Amber Geiger, how she could have got away with, probably 10 years ago.
She only got 10 years.
Yes, only 10 years, Teddy. But is 10 years better than getting off?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's progress. This shit takes time. Don't get me wrong. It's easy for me as a white man to tell you this, but
yeah, it is.
Yeah, right. You have to get shot in your own house.
You got something, nigger.
Obama was president. What the fuck else you want, man?
Yeah, right. Jesus, aren't we fair now?
Racism is over.
All right, Oracle, pick another target, assholes.
Mm-hmm. We were spearfished at my work today. And actually, there was a crypto lock on our shit that they've been dealing with. And then
you can't get access to your files right now.
Well, I've been able to get access to my files, but other departments and shit haven't been able to get access, or they've been cleaning it up. They quarantined it, and then today we just started getting emails sent out from somebody in the company, saying like, "Hey, check this thing out. Check out this file, the thing that we talked about." And it was complete bullshit. And if you look at it, you're just
like, I don't know who this is.
Yeah, this is. Well, that's the thing is, it came from that person's email though. Like, the person,
but it's vague. Yeah, I've seen those before.
Right, and the body of the email was vague, but it actually said that it was from the head of HR.
Yeah,
which if you aren't looking closely, you're gonna click on that shit, but. The thing that really is bullshit here is, dude, we're a fucking social services nonprofit. We don't have fucking money.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
the thing is, though, for them, it's targeting you isn't any more costly than targeting the company right down the street.
Right.
They're probably just blanketing anyone they can get.
Target fucking Bank of America. Don't target the fucking, the organization that is designed to help poor people.
But Bank of America's got the security to keep them.
Yeah.
Fuck, Bank of America sometimes will be like, you buy one, crazy thing, like you go to a donkey show in Tijuana, and of course they think your card's stolen. It's like, calm down. I did this.
Is that something that happened to you?
How often do you go to a donkey show in Tijuana?
I was just thinking,
very specific problem to have.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, if you ever traveled, have you ever traveled and you bought something, and they're like,
they'll shut your card down.
Yeah, shut your card down. It's like, calm down. I am here.
No matter where I go, if I travel to Florida, which I do all the fucking time, they shut my card down. I think it's just because I'm black. Like that nigga at Disney again, shut his card off.
Yeah, right.
Let's
trying to help you out.
Deter him from going.
I'm surprised they don't leave it on so they can get all those overdraft fees.
All right.
And no overdraft fees on a credit card.
So
In all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Los Angeles, California. California. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/theredeyereport. You can also twiddle us at redeye_report. But nobody cares. Like us, share us, and fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Mystic.
I'm Oracle.
This is the Ashtray.
And I'm Teddy in Final Fantasy Rules.
And this is the Red Eye Report.
Damn, boys, look at that. Right on time, 11 p.m.
Boom.